This is KMTV 3 News Now, live at 10.
We are gravely concerned about her well-being. Those chilling words tonight from Omaha police in their desperate search to find a missing woman. Good evening, I'm Craig Nigrelli. Jenny is off tonight. The search for 34-year-old Kamisha Hollis intensifies. And tonight her live-in boyfriend is under arrest. New at 10, reporter Maya Signs on the growing concern about Hollis's whereabouts and her safety.
Yeah, Craig, Kamisha Hollis' family says they last saw her Sunday night during an Easter get-together. Now, the State Patrol issued an endangered missing a person advisory for Kamisha Monday night, but Hollis' mom tells me she believes Kamisha's boyfriend of 18 years knows where she is. He is behind bars tonight on child abuse charges against his and Kamisha's 3 young daughters, and tonight Kamisha's family is asking for the public's help in finding her. Martha Hollis is anxious to find her 34-year-old daughter, Kamisha Hollis. She's been missing since Monday morning, and her mother knows she's in danger.
I tried calling her Monday morning, and she didn't answer, and I called her like around 6, 7, 8. She didn't answer. So right there I knew something was going on.
Hollis says she then went to Kamisha's work and was told Kamisha never made it in. She also called her granddaughter's schools but was informed they weren't at school. That's when Hollis called police to meet her at Kamisha's house near 57th and Hartman Avenue.
I was thinking something was suspicious because it's not like Kamisha, you know, no call, no show, and it's not like the kids not going to school. And so when the police came and we went on the side door and we knocked. Well, the police knocked first. The kids didn't say anything. And then I knocked and told them his grandma opened the door, and the 3 kids was at the door. They opened the door.
The missing persons report says Kamisha's 3 daughters were found by themselves. The oldest 10-year-old daughter told police she last heard her mom and dad, 36-year-old Melvin Young, fighting inside the home at 1 a.m. The kids reportedly woke up at 8 a.m. and the parents were gone, along with Kamisha's 2018 red Hyundai Elantra.
They were scared and they was crying because they said they was there all night. They didn't know what to do. They didn't have a phone to call me because he took the oldest cell phone, and then he took the batteries out of the cordless phone.
Police arrested Young Tuesday on child abuse charges. Hollis says she knows Young has an idea where her daughter is, but he's not talking, so she's hoping the public will help find her.
Oh my God, I wish she could just call me and say she's okay, you know, just to hear her voice. Yeah, Mom, I'm okay, but not hearing from her is like, wow.
Now, police have teams working this case 24/7, which is being led by the homicide unit. Kamisha Hollis often wears Victoria's Secret's pink clothing and has a tattoo on her left forearm. She's 5'6" and weighs 195 pounds. Again, she may be in her 2018 red Hyundai Elantra with Nebraska plates VSF 459. If you have any information, you should call police. Reporting live from the studio, Maya Signs, 3 News Now.
All right, Maya, way to get the word out. Tonight, the state of Nebraska is a step closer to executing the longest-serving death row inmate. The Attorney General's office filed a motion requesting an execution warrant for Carrie Dean Moore. The court sentenced Moore to death for the 1979 murders of 2 Omaha cab drivers. In January, the state informed Moore it would use a mix of 4 drugs to impose capital punishment. So far, no date set.
Now, your Weather Alert First forecast.
Well, we started the day with snowy conditions, wet roadways causing all kinds of problems during the early morning commute. Drier conditions have moved in, and really some of the biggest winners with the snow over extreme northeastern Nebraska. So in Knox and even Cedar counties, we saw up to about 4 to 5 inches. Across parts of eastern Nebraska and western Iowa, we ended up with about 1 inch in Little Sioux, Pender about an inch and a half in Norfolk, and Wayne 2 inches. The snow is moving out now. The colder air is settling in. Teens and 20s on the current temperatures, and those winds are still very gusty outside, up to about 20 to 30 miles an hour. So when you step out there, it feels like it's in the single digits. We're down to 4 on our wind chills. The temperatures will only continue to drop as skies keep clearing out. Morning lows dropping down to 16 degrees. We're talking record territory. I'll let you know about that record low and also when more chances for snow will be returning to the area.
Earlier today, President Trump said he wants to use the military to secure the U.S.-Mexico border until the wall is built. Tonight, we asked former Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel about that idea. The former U.S. Senator and Defense Secretary under Barack Obama was in Omaha to deliver a lecture at Creighton University. Before taking the podium, Hagel said this about putting troops along the border.
We don't need our U.S. military to be wasted by a ridiculous assignment, going down and securing our borders from what? So it's goofy, And I think it, again, just makes a mockery out of our country, and every country that sees it laughs at us.
Hagel believes President Trump should focus more on threats such as cyber attacks from Russia. Tonight, local corn growers are a bit nervous after President Trump announced a new batch of tariffs on Chinese products for the alleged stealing of American technology. This all while China has imposed levies on ethanol and other agriculture products. The Nebraska Corn Growers Association says that farm income is already down more than 50% over the last 5 years as commodity prices continue to decline. So anything that could push down the price of corn is a threat to their livelihood.
When Nebraska ag suffers, the whole state suffers. So certainly anything that's negative to the corn or to our exports is negative to our agriculture. That it hurts the state.
The president is considering sanctions against 1,300 Chinese products, which include industrial robots and telecommunications equipment. Trade and agriculture will be topics of discussion tomorrow when both Nebraska U.S. senators are here in Omaha. Senator Ben Sasse will be with the Department of Agriculture Undersecretary at a farm near 48th and Virginia south of Giles in the afternoon. Farmers and ranchers will be part of a roundtable discussion. Later, the Undersecretary will join Senator Deb Fischer for a tour of Greater Omaha Packing. That's at 30th and L in South Omaha. New at 10 on 3 News Now, so-called bottle clubs are a step closer to being regulated by the state. Lawmakers advanced a bill that would require the clubs to get a liquor license. They could still remain open until 5 a.m. Bottle clubs offer nude dancing and allow customers to bring in their own booze. An effort to attach it to a sex trafficking bill failed last week. Nebraska lawmakers passed a controversial budget bill that would deny federal Title X funding to Planned Parenthood. The bill prevents health clinics from receiving the money if they perform or refer patients on abortion. The measure heads to Governor Pete Ricketts, who introduced the stipulation to the budget. It has led to weeks of contentious debate in the unicameral. Planned Parenthood issued this statement after lawmakers approved the budget. Regardless of whether the new Title X rules go into effect July 1st or not, the fight is not over. We will keep fighting for our patients, and we are exploring all options. The Nebraska Catholic Conference responded with this. The Nebraska legislature made the right decision to pass the state budget bill with the common sense pro-life Title X provision intact. Title X will provide much-needed accountability and assurance that taxpayer dollars do not subsidize abortion services. Tomorrow, the Omaha Planning Board will hear about a plan for a new cell phone tower in Dundee, which neighbors are already calling an eyesore. AT&T wants to build a 92-foot tower on the northwest corner of Brownell Talbot School in Dundee. It would be disguised as a tree. The phone company says it needs to improve cell service at UNO, Memorial Park, and the Benson area. People who live nearby think it's an awful idea.
We don't have any 92-foot tall trees around here much. I find it a little difficult to believe that they can make it look much like a tree.
If the planning board gives the okay, the city council would still have to approve it. Tomorrow marks 7 weeks since the deadly school shooting in Parkland, Florida. Now the Lincoln School District is aiming to beef up security. A partnership between Lincoln Police and the school district would add 6 more school resource officers and a threat assessment officer. Chief Jeff Blymeister says after the attack in South Florida, police need to have a bigger presence in schools.
We were looking as an agency for some common sense solutions that didn't cost a lot of money to be able to interject ourselves into the school systems.
If approved by the City Council and the school board, the plan will create a new agency and levy a 1-cent tax to pay for the additional officers. Local voters have already approved spending millions of dollars in upgrading security at various schools here in the Omaha area. It was a key component of the $420 million bond that voters in OPS okayed back in 2014. Millard, Westside, and Bellevue voters all recently said yes to bond issues as well. That included spending to upgrade security. It's also a major part of Papillion-La Vista's $110 million bond issue. Voters will decide that on May 15th. A former Creighton University student pleads no contest to slashing a co-ed's throat last year, but his lawyer says he's a victim as well. 20-year-old Christopher Wheeler entered the plea to felony assault for the attack last February in a Creighton dorm on a young woman. His lawyer says members of the fraternity Phi Kappa Psi hazed him before the violent incident, and he was not in his right mind. He wants to know why other frat members were not punished.
Again, 20-year-old kids doing 20-year-old things. It's just they are able to seamlessly merge into other fraternities on Creighton's campus. My client will have this over his head for the rest of his life.
Creighton suspended the fraternity for 8 years for code of conduct and anti-hazing policy violations and tore down the frat house near campus. A judge will sentence Wheeler in June. An Omaha serial rapist gets another long prison sentence after his DNA helped a jury convict him of 4 more rapes. Brandon Weathers received a 200-year sentence for the attacks that dated back to 2002. He broke through windows, tied up, then raped his victims. Last year, he was forced to give the DNA sample that linked him to the other cases. Weathers is already serving a 100-year sentence for raping a 13-year-old girl. One of the designers of the Schlitterbahn water slide near Kansas City that killed a 10-year-old boy in the summer of 2016 is in jail tonight. Federal marshals arrested 72-year-old John Schooley at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport after he arrived back from China. Schooley faces murder and other counts. An indictment last week accuses Schooley of not having technical or engineering expertise in amusement park rides. The co-owner of the park and the former director of operations are also facing criminal charges in the death of Caleb Schwab, who you see right there. For a while this afternoon, this captivated national news. A shooter opened fire at the YouTube headquarters in California. Tonight, the relationship between a victim and the suspect and where the investigation is headed. Next.
You're watching KMTV 3 News Now with Jennifer Griswold, Craig Nigrelli, Weather Alert Team meteorologist Jennifer Zeppelin, and sports with Adam Kruger. This is KMTV 3 News Now, live at 10.
Weather can change your day in a moment's notice. In Omaha, we have to be prepared for anything.
1 minute it's sunny. The next, we're dealing with rain and severe storms. The 3 News Now Weather Alert Team keeps you one step ahead of severe weather.
Bringing you team coverage that's up to the minute and down to your street.
On air, online, and on your phone.
Our team is ready to prepare you, not scare you.
Stay connected to changing weather with the 3 News Now Weather Alert Team.
It's the final day
of free installation from Renewal by Anderson. Our signature service promise is to give you the best customer experience possible.
Call today before free installation ends.
Plus pay nothing for 1 year.
Renewal by Anderson, the better way to a better window.
What if everyone cared like family? Would we listen more, help more, protect more? At CHI Health Clinic, we understand the power of family. That's why we have a location right around the corner, with clinical providers you can trust, people who know you as neighbors. Because this is more than us helping patients. This is family, always there when it counts. CHI Health Clinic. Imagine that.
It's a colossal clearance. Furniture, flooring, appliances, and electronics at Nebraska Furniture Mart and Mrs. B's. It's a clearance sale too big to fit in one store. Find one-of-a-kinds, overstocks, closeouts, canceled orders, and more at a fraction of their original prices. Here is your best chance to get once-in-a-lifetime savings. Shop all areas and clearance centers in Nebraska Furniture Mart with even more furniture and flooring clearance items in Mrs. B's during the colossal clearance at Nebraska Furniture Mart.
When heartburn hits, fight back fast with Tums Smoothies. It starts dissolving the instant it touches your tongue and neutralizes stomach acid at the source. Smoothies, only from Tums.
The 3 News Now Mobile Storm Tracker, sponsored by Jensen Tire and Auto.
Tonight, the FBI is assisting police in Northern California as they try to figure out exactly what led to the shooting at a headquarters of YouTube. Investigators are looking into the possibility it was a domestic dispute. Tonight, the woman who fired the gunshots is dead. Chris Martinez has the latest.
People exiting all buildings associated with YouTube. Employees at YouTube's San Bruno headquarters exited the building with their hands on their heads moments after shots rang out at the sprawling facility.
We did locate a victim with what we believe to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. It's a female, but the investigation is still ongoing. Authorities say a female suspect opened fire with a handgun and shot 3 people.
The females are ages 32. That patient is in serious condition. We have a 27-year-old female in fair condition. And we have a 36-year-old male who is in critical condition.
A law enforcement source tells CBS News the male wounded in the incident is believed to be the suspected shooter's boyfriend. Michael Finney, who works at a restaurant nearby, helped one of the victims, who was shot in the leg.
She was in the dining room with a couple people that were taking care of her. And then I tried to get something to stop the blood flow.
The video sharing company has 1,700 employees and is one of the most prestigious places to work in Silicon Valley.
It feels like the entire community of YouTube and all of the employees were victims of this crime.
San Bruno police have instructed people in the area to stay away from the scene amid an ongoing investigation. Chris Martinez, CBS News.
President Trump offered his thoughts and prayers to those affected. He thanked police officers and first responders.
As we take a look at Threat Tracker, we are looking at a chance for more snow coming our way. Sunny for tomorrow, but going into Friday, the chance for snow will be picking up. I'll have more in a moment.
Real people, steel people. Professionals demand dependability on the job. Homeowners expect long-lasting value. And servicing steel dealers provide friendly, knowledgeable support. Right now, get a free wheel kit with purchase of a Steel Yard Boss, or save $50 on the HS45 hedge trimmer. Now just $249.95. Get yours now, only at your local Steel dealer. Search STIHL or visit steeldealers.com.
At Rebath, we believe everyone should have a bathroom they love. That's why we do it all. With design guidance, quality products, and professional installation, we make it easy to remodel and love your entire bathroom. For special offers and to schedule your free in-home consultation, visit us at rebath.com.
It's 2:30 and they're sick. I'll never get them into the doctor today. You can when you call Boys Town Same Day Pediatrics.
His throat is so red, and it's a holiday.
We're here 7 days a week, evenings and holidays too. Got us in. Same Day Pediatrics is not an urgent care center, but a real pediatric clinic for all Omaha kids. When they're sick, you can count on us to be here.
At Veridian Credit Union, we always want to save you money. That's why we're offering auto loans as low as 2.54% APR, up to $150 cash back, and 90 days with no payments when you bring us your existing auto loan from another financial. This offer ends April 30th, so call, click, or visit any Veridian branch today to apply, including our newest location on South 144th Street in Omaha.
All right, weather alert meteorologist Jennifer Zeppelin is here, and everybody's talking about it. The cold, how long it will last, and if we're ever going to see spring. There's a lot there, I know that.
It's coming. Spring is eventually coming. I think we really are going to have to wait until the tail end of next week. Before that, though, more winter weather coming our way, chances for more snow, and record lows in the morning. Yeah, not what you wanted to hear, was it, Craig? And I don't think everybody else either.
Time to work, right?
I know, yeah. This second wave of moisture that came through early this morning